Hello, guys, and welcome to your weekly stock market updates. And I actually have a trading idea for you guys today if you guys are interested in checking that out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about some stocks. So this is our CNN Fear and Greed Index. We're currently sitting at extreme greed, which once again means like, hey, maybe you should start selling and getting out of the market and wait for it to start going back to fear or extreme fear before buying back in. Because remember, guys, pigs get slaughtered. So do not get greedy in this market. We're at extreme greed, so be careful. The MMRI, or the Manarino Market Risk Indicator, we are still dropping. We're at 242.9 right now. So that's pretty good relative to the fact that we were at extreme risk just a couple months ago. So that's really good. All right, and this is the S&P 500 heat map right here. So everything seems to be doing pretty good except for energy, which is just having a bad week. Energy is having a bad week. The whole conflict in the Middle East is causing issues in the whole energy sector, but everything else seems to be doing pretty good or flat. So not a huge week except for Nike. Nike is looking horrible there. Nike's looking pretty bad at over 11% loss for the week. And moving on to charts. So our UNG play. So this is our UNG. If we just focus on the RSI right here, we are making higher highs and higher lows, which is what we want to see. We're almost above 50. That would be really bullish to get there. The MACD, we have reversed. This is good strength right here. We've broken out of this trend line. We are now trying to get to about 561, right? So if we get to 561, you might want to start taking some profits there. All right, let's go see what Lux Algo and the SMA 950 and 200 are saying. All right, so we're currently above the 20 EMA, which is awesome. We're above the 9, but we're below the 50 and the 200 day still. So that is not good. All right. But anyways, if we go ahead and check out the Lux Algo here, you can see that we were in the take profit area of UNG and now we're coming back up. So that's bullish. It's even telling us to buy there right here. And it's becoming purple before going green, which is a buy. So that's good. And yes. So as of right now, UNG is looking pretty decent to buy. But keep in mind, we still are below the 50 and the 200 day. Moving on to Ford. I know we haven't talked about Ford too much, but I am trading Ford. So first thing that I noticed is this giant gap right here. This is an exhaustion gap we broke up. And typically we have a pullback. Also, if you look right here, the RSI is getting overbought. The RSI, by the way, is at 14, not 10. And the MACD is starting to lose some momentum. So I'm expecting a pullback here to go and fill this gap. Moving averages in Lux Algo, you can see right here that, hey, look, we're above the 200 day. We peaked above it, and then we dropped right below the 200 day. So we hit the 200 day, went above it a little bit, but we just cannot seem to keep it. So we're probably going to drop a little bit, probably hit the 20 EMA, find some support there, or try and fill this gap right here. So that's probably what's going to happen. Lux Algo is telling us, hey, take profits right here. So probably going to end up going where I said, about the 20 EMA at 1174. So right now, since I am able to sell calls on Ford, I'd probably sell calls somewhere about $13 or $13.50 just to be safe. Moving on to Devon Energy. So Devon Energy, this is an oil play. I'm getting kind of mixed readings on here. However, I do have a strategy for you guys here. So you see these two bars. This is where it was high, about $50, and the low, about $43. And we're kind of stuck in the middle right here. The RSI is bearish. We just lost to 50, and we're reversing, and the MACD is also losing steam. That is true. And right now we're caught pretty dead in the middle at 450, between 43 and 50. And this was the low, this was the high. right here. And I'm going to teach you guys how to do an iron condor. But continuing on, looking at our charts, looking at our moving averages, we are below everything. We're below the 200-day, below the 50, below the 20 EMA, the 9. So that's not good. It's even telling us to sell it. If we look at Luxalgo, you can see that it's saying, hey, right here at 41 is where you might want to take profits. And it was turning purple, like it was about to turn green, but then it was like, no, we're going to start selling off. So, but we still, so I get it that there is some sell indication going on, right, from the fancy indicators that we have. Totally get that. So obviously take this iron condor with a grain of salt and not financial advice. But if we go to Robinhood, I will tell you guys how to set it up real quick. So how to set it up, it's really easy. So we're doing $40. So you would go and you would want to buy a put, let's say right here at 38. You would want to sell a put right here at $40. Then you would want to go to sell a call. You would want to sell a call at 50. You would want to buy a call at 52. So if you look here, short iron condor up here, up to the upper right, that's what we just set up. The total credit is $32 expected profit or loss. We have a ginormous gap of Devon can lose negative 11% and you still make your profit of $32. Or it could gain 11% or 10%, or it could gain 10% and you're still making $32. And this expires in 32 days. So you have 32 days to make $32. Now, granted, if it goes really low and loses over 16% in 32 days, you're going to be out $168. And if it goes up about 14%, 15%, you're going to end up losing $168. So you don't want this to go too high one way or the other. However, right, chances are Devon's not going to move this quickly, especially because it's a larger cap stock. You only have to put $200 into it, and chances are you'll get $32, which is 16% gains in just 32 days, which means that you'll make 16% earnings in about a month, which is really good, and most people cannot go ahead and make that in a year, let alone in one trade. So yes, it is a little risky. However, I feel like this would be justified. And if this starts going against you, there are tactics that you can do that can lower your risk and things you can do to recover. But yeah, anyways, this is not a recommendation or financial advice. It's just something that I'm thinking about doing. All right, and moving on to cryptos. It is so close to altcoin season. We're literally just 10 away from hitting altcoin season. So let's go see how the cryptos are doing. So our Cronos play, as you see here, our Cronos is doing really good. It is still stuck in this triangle pattern. That's what we like to see. It is so close to breaking out. I probably should move this though over here because I know it's going to break out. I just don't know when or where it's going to break out. So it's getting closer though. We have maybe until January 7th, 8th. So probably next week, we're going to see a move in Cronos. The RSI here reversed, which is bullish. It's above 50, which is, bullish. We also have the MACD, which is turning. It's a little bearish, but, we'll see what happens. If we go to Luxalgo, it's telling us, hey, this is still a buy. The moving averages are saying it's a buy right now. If we hide Luxalgo, you can see it's above the 200-day moving average, the 50, the 20 EMA, and even the 9. So that is really good. So this is very bullish. Right now, Cronos is doing fantastic. I do know that the Luxalgo does have it at like 12 cents where you should be cautious in the red clouds. But, we'll see what happens. Cryptos kind of do whatever they want. Also, I have HIVE as well that I'm probably going to sell a call on. Probably right here of the last high at $5.70. So probably sell a call at $6. We were overbought on the RSI and we're coming down fast. But this is all bearish. This is rapid loss of momentum here. So we'll see what happens. Go into our moving averages. You can see that we are above the 200-day and the 50 still. We are above the 20, but we just lost to 9, which is typically where you want to take profits. So, take your profits, be happy with it. If you're trading, day trading or swing trading, you want to take profits at the 9. Since I am a option seller, I'm just going to sell options once again, probably at $6. It's like sell call at $6. Luxalgo warned you, hey, you're in the clouds, time to pull back. So this is healthy. It's probably going to hit the 20 or the 200 and then start going up again. But I can't be sure about that. Cryptos and how they move are kind of crazy. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know down in the comments below. Bye.